Depending on who you ask, robots are either beneficial and vital to a prosperous future, or the thing that ends humanity. After all, these high-tech machines are able to replace humans in many ways. And there are some that have capabilities so strong that they're a bit scary. Whether it's robotic replicas of human workers or robots that can act as personal assistants, robots are getting much smarter. Join me for today's video, where we're going to take a look at 5 next-level robots. Now, as you know, before we start, I would like you to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. Number 1. John. Generally speaking, comedy is something that's left in the hands of humans. After all, robots aren't exactly known for their humor, and generally speaking, they lack the social awareness necessary to make people laugh. However, John is a bit different. Built by researchers at Oregon State University, John's goal is to use comedy to improve the interaction between humans and robots. You see, John was built with different modes for timing and adaptability, with both of these factors impacting how John delivers jokes and responds to audience laughter. When set up to have good timing and adaptability, a string of 22 shows showed John to be a comedic genius, making audiences laugh day in and day out. And while some of this could have been impacted by the novelty of the whole thing, after all, it's not every day that you see a robot with a microphone on stage. I think it's fair to say that John is an incredible little robot. Number 2. Atlas. While most advanced robots are very smart, they are rarely all that athletic, as their super advanced parts make it difficult for them to be especially mobile. However, this common predicament is anything but a problem for Atlas. Built by Boston Dynamics, it is a sizable machine, coming in at a height of about 1.52 meters and weighing about 86 kilograms. However, all of this heft is moved around with the help of 28 hydraulic joints, 3 onboard computers, and battery-powered electric motors. The end result is a robot that's capable of some pretty incredible things. In a recently published video entitled, "Atlas Gets a Grip," the robot shows what it's capable of: picking up and throwing heavy objects, jumping, running upstairs, and even landing in an inverted multi-axis flip. This makes it by far one of the most agile robots in human history. While it's not yet commercially available, it's under continued development so it can be sold as a support robot on job sites, in construction areas, and mines. However, only time will tell whether this handy helper will see widespread adoption. Number 3. Slothbot. While slow, is certainly quite mighty. It's located at the Atlanta Botanical Garden in Georgia. It spends its days sliding along a 100-foot-long steel cable. Its job is to purposefully be slow, collecting vital environmental data such as temperature and carbon dioxide levels as it moves along. This is important because its main goal is to act as a private investigator. More specifically, its job is to observe a genus of rare orchids from the Ecuadorian rainforest known as Stanhopeia orchids. Unlike most orchids, scientists aren't quite sure how these flowers pollinate, given that about 90% of the world's Stanhopeia orchids are located in this garden. Learning this would be a huge help in trying to save these flowers in the wild. As a result, Slothbot is currently collecting info that can then be cross-referenced with what scientists already know about high-altitude insects, or provide new clues as to which tiny flyers are pollinating the flowers high up in the mountains. Beyond this particular mission, Slothbot may have many uses in the jungles of South America. This is because, since the robot mimics sloths, it would likely be able to exist without disrupting local wildlife. Its ability to slowly collect data over long periods of time gives it a leg up over more conventional methods. Therefore, so long as Slothbot proves successful in the controlled setting of the Atlanta Botanical Garden, it could also prove to be successful in the field. Number 4. The Millibot. Being at the hospital is not at all pleasant, and unfortunately, patients are quite often faced with terrible side effects as a result of the medications they are supposed to take. These medications often struggle to differentiate between healthy and unhealthy cells, which can lead to serious complications. Nevertheless, The Millibot represents a major transformation in the way medication is delivered and also in the way surgical procedures are conducted. This isn't to mention the reality that, when it folds and unfurls, it actively pumps to distribute medication, and that when it spirals or twists, it ingeniously creates a suction mechanism that's capable of allowing it to transport cargo, rendering the Millibot exceptionally adaptable and versatile. However, at this time, the Millibot is still primarily in its initial research and development phase, and as a result, it is not yet considered safe enough to undergo testing on animals. If the Millibot proves successful in its animal trials and subsequently proves successful in human trials, it holds the potential to revolutionize how we currently practice medicine. Number 5. The Flying Asphalt 3D Printer Robot. It takes a lot of manpower and resources to continuously send out crews to fix public roads, often leading to streets being left in a constant state of disrepair. However, the city of Leeds in the UK has decided to tackle this issue head-on by initiating their new Self-Repairing Cities initiative. The idea behind this is to develop new technology so that by the year 2035, Leeds' road repair system will be fully automated, with the hope that this initiative can spread to the entire UK by the year 2050. While there are plenty of technologies being researched, by far the marquee machine in development is the Flying Asphalt 3D Printer Robot. The idea behind it is that it will not only detect road cracks, but also fly to these cracks and repair them without the help of human handlers. While this may sound like a bit of a pipe dream, the prototype robot that's currently being developed is well on its way to doing so, thanks to its special features. For example, it has a vision system that's so advanced it can identify road cracks and then coordinate the image into a crack point coordinate to drive the 3D printer. While there have been a minimal number of false positives and localization errors, these issues are beginning to be resolved using software known as Crackit. This software is useful because it allows the robot to use both a pixel-based and a block-based approach that takes into account images, coordinates, and noise so that errors can be greatly reduced. Beyond using vision software, another major feature of this robot is the asphalt heating and extruder system. This feature allows the robot to use high-power electric heaters to heat specific pieces of asphalt to a precise temperature of 180 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, the asphalt turns into a slightly liquid sludge that can then be guided by the extrusion nozzle into a complete and uncracked road. The final important piece of this robot is its ground mobility system. This allows it to precisely place itself on the road so that it doesn't slip in icy or wet conditions, allowing it to work all 365 days a year. As a result, the Flying Asphalt 3D Printer Robot has the potential to put human road crews out of business. This is the end of this video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to this channel. You don't want to miss out on the other videos we have for you. So click that notification bell to get notified once we drop new videos.